Hi all, welcome back to lecture series on intellectual property rights and we were discussing about patent and in this video focus is on right of patentee which is part of section 48 of Indian Patent Act and we also go through certain exceptions to it. Okay, very simple rights here for a patentee. It is a simple liner. Every patent holder will have exclusive right to prevent third parties to use of patent without patentee's consent. So if a patent holder, once a patent right is given to a patent holder, no one should use that invention without the consent of patentee. Clear? So patent holder will have exclusive right. Okay. What does it mean? What does it mean exclusive right means? So using that invention, he can manufacture certain goods, he can sell it, he can export it, or the similar items he can import and sell it in India. Whatever it is related to that invention, he alone can do it, and no one else should do this. So this is an exclusive right for patent holders. And if anybody wants to use that, they should get patentee's consent. This is what these are the rights of patentees. So he can manufacture, he can sell, he can buy, he can import, he can do whatever he wants with the patent product. Okay, but there are certain exception to it, guys. One point we already discussed, which is about compulsory licensing. We know that it is always a patent holder's permission is required, but in the case of compulsory licensing, especially in case of pharmaceutical products, government can grant power to a third party without the consent of patent holder. We saw the Natco Pharma versus Bayer's Corporation case study also, where government granted Natco Pharma to produce certain Nexavar drug for cancer. Okay. That was the reason. There are certain reasons which we already discussed about compulsory licensing in our previous video. You can refer that. Other exceptions are clearly stated in section 47. Government can import or make patented invention for its own use. Okay. For the use of government, they can import or they can do or they can manufacture it. So government can be used any patented process for own use without any permissions. Okay, especially for experimental and scientific use in the case of college students. If in college or in a school, if students are using the same experiment or same information for their studies, then also it can be used. So there is no need of consent from the patentee. And so other option, other point is to distribute medicine in government authorities or a government establishments or a government hospitals. A government can import similar patented medicines from outside without the permission of the patentee. Clear, guys? Section 47 clearly gives power to a central government to use it or use it for experiments and other things in the schools and colleges or import the medicines for say, for sending it to a public use to all the government hospitals. Another important exception to rights of patentee is BOLAR provision, which is part of section 107A. For example, patent right period, we all know that it ends at end of 20 years. Okay. But immediately after 20 years is over, other manufacturers can manufacture it, right? There is no restrictions on it. Once 20 years is over, then the patent right ends here. The other manufacturers can start using it. So to do that, other manufacturers can start doing some investigation at the end of 18 year itself or 19 year itself. So there is no restriction to do that. They can do research prior to the closure of this 20 years, but they can sell product only after completion of 20 years. but there is no restrictions to use it for research and development within the premises of the company to introduce the product after completion of 20 years. So this is called as polar provision. The polar provision allows the generic producers to market and manufacture their goods as soon as the patent term expires, right? As soon as patent terms is expired, they can do it. To do that, if they want to do certain research and other things, so they can do it before 20 years itself. The next one, section 100 and 102 clearly says that government is having exclusive power to use the patents once again, okay, for the purpose of government. Uh, it is a free of any royalty or other any remuneration to a patentee. There is nothing. Okay, so this is very clear. The government will, what the process to be followed by government is also mentioned here. So that's all on 100 and 102. And moving to this, next point is section 49. Patentee right no infringed when used on foreign vessels temporarily. Say, for example, some foreign vessel or a foreign ship which comes into Indian boundary and it stays by mistake for the need of some uh, for the purpose of that vessel. If they use some invention which is patented in India, that is not an offense at all, as long as it is in a foreign vessel and for the aircraft for the purpose of certain requirements or emergency requirement within that ship or a aircraft, then it is not a violation of patent rights. Clear? 3, 4 points under exceptions part of patent. Otherwise, patentee will be having exclusive rights. So, what are those exclusive rights? What patentee have? Patentee is having exclusive right to manufacture, sell, export, or import of the products. Exceptions are one is compulsory licensing, and then government which can use for exclusively for its use, or in a colleges and other education institution, or import the medicine for the general public. And then as a BOLAR provision, section 107A, third parties or a generic medicine users can start doing a research before the 20 years itself, because they can introduce the product after 20 years, after the patent term expires. So government is having exclusive power. They need not to pay any royalty and other remunerations. And then if the patent is used within foreign vessels or a foreign aircraft for the short period during their stay in the country, which is not a patent violation. Clear, guys? This is all about rights of patentee and exceptions to it. Thanks for listening. I request you to please subscribe my channel, Parva Media,